Testing. Hello? You're told by other chat to come to this chat. Oh god. I'm so bad at this. Yeah, there we go. Hey guys. I don't know how to schedule streams. I'm so confused. I have a bunch of streams scheduled on YouTube, and then I post those links because I'm like, oh, it's scheduled, and you can save it, and then I go live, and it goes live to this channel, this specific link that I don't know, I don't understand. I've tried to look it up too, and it's very confusing. So let's put that behind there. But anyways, hey Lisanne, hey Holly and Leslie and Violet, good morning. Or afternoon, I suppose. Depends where you are. Okay, I'm gonna use this side. Grabbed a bunch of my sketchbooks. I wanna finish the sketchbook before the end of the year. This one. This is my Moleskine, which I've had for a long this one has been going for quite a while, and I much prefer my Sea White of Brighton now, so I don't really want to use these anymore. So I just want to finish it. I started this one last year on, oh, there's no date on that one. Sometime around August last year, 2018. And I was using it exclusively for plein air painting, but then I got my Sea White of Brighton one, and I like it so much better that I was like, nah, we're not going to use that one anymore. So now I can just fill it with whatever. Gonna be lurky as I do the Thanksgiving dishes. Okay. You have dishes already? Oh wait, no, it's Friday. I was thinking it's Thanksgiving. I completely forgot it was Thanksgiving because we don't celebrate it. So I saw a bunch of posts yesterday. I was like, oh yeah, everyone is off work, home from school. Hey Tom, how's it going? All right, I'll put that for later. So I did a complete clean out and rehaul of my gouache and realized there were three tubes that were completely rock hard. These tubes have dried rock hard in the tube. Can't even squeeze out even a little bit. So gonna toss those, I guess. But it's really sad because these two are really great colors. Which is why, Holly, I really am intrigued by the thing that you sent me. The gouache set. What was it? But who made set? Arteza. Which I've heard about Arteza all over the place because Arteza has been doing this massive promotion campaign all over the internet, Instagram, YouTube, everywhere. They send well-known artists free supplies and ask them to do a review video. So, I think everyone has heard of them by now. And, I know it's not super great quality, but I really like the idea of having, how many? 60 different colors? It's 60 colors for... Wait, oh no! Oh, Holly, I see what happened. I can't get it here. I can't get it in the UK, apparently. That's the problem. If I go to amazon.co.uk, how much is it in the US? All right, here we go. I found it. Black Friday deal. Oh, so they have the acrylic paint on the Black Friday deal, but not the gouache, unfortunately. They have a gouache set for £43, which would equate to maybe $50 to $60. And it's 60 colors. So I mean, that's still pretty good. It's like $1 per tube. It's 30 US dollars. Oh yeah, so this is like twice as much. That's a bummer. Oh well. Anyways, I need to replace some of my colors, and I actually just ordered yellow because I have none. I almost have, let's see, where is it? Where's my teeny little scrap of yellow? I have this much left, you guys. That is not very much. It's like a few more sessions total, if I'm using it sparingly. Hey, good morning, Sacred. You tried. I know, thank you, Holly. Yeah, that's the thing. But US Amazon and UK Amazon have totally different stuff for completely different prices, obviously. I noticed that because another one of my friends sent me a Black Deal sale from the US, and I couldn't even find it on UK Amazon. So, like, I don't know. It's like I can't order things from the US because either they don't ship to me or they cost as much to ship as they do to buy. Like the price of shipping is the same as the item, which is insane. It's like, that's not gonna work. But I mean, I have a ton of colors still. I mean, check this out, guys. This is a lot of paint. And I've had it for a long time, and a bunch of them were, I actually spent 2 hours this morning cleaning all the caps on these, like undoing the cap, cleaning out the cap, and on this part of the tube where it gets all goopy. So hopefully that will deter them from drying out more. There's a few that were really bad that I could barely screw the cap on, so that, I think that was a huge problem that I might have to do the cobalt blue as well. That's getting kind of goopy. I haven't tried M-Gram Gouache. No, I have one of their watercolors, which I really like, but never tried. The only gouache I've ever tried is Holbein, which is what I mainly use just because I have a huge set of it, and Winsor Newton, which I've been using more and more. As I replace my tubes of gouache, I'm buying Winsor Newton because I can get more for my money. And like when I first bought my huge set of gouache, my Holbein gouache, I got it on a huge sale, so that's the only reason I could afford it, because it's pricey. This stuff is not cheap. But I love it. Like, it's really great. It's your favorite brand for every paint. Oh really? I've heard really good things about their oils, and a few artists I follow online use their oils, and they just look very creamy and luxurious. But I love my Winsor Newton water mixable oils, so I don't really have a reason to change. I want to use up the rest of the white. These two whites I've had for ages, and there's like barely anything left. I just need to use them. You tried them. You bought a Zorn palette and you're forcing yourself to paint portraits. Oh, that's cool. So what brand did you use? Oh, Holbein. Sorry, I just saw that. I have never tried those. All right, so I'm going to be using a limited palette today. Let's reference the swatch sheet. This is my huge master list. Except I did just get a new color. Someone sent me a gift from my wish list, and they sent me cadmium orange. So this is my newest color, so I haven't added that yet. I think I'm going to remake this chart somewhat soon because I'm going to be changing my yellow. I'm not going to be using permanent yellow anymore. I'm going to be using primary yellow. And I also have cadmium orange that I need to add, and no more black. Even though I like some of the black colors, I just don't want to have it in my set. It's too tempting. Too tempting to use. And because I so often mix watercolor with gouache, if I ever need black, I can just use watercolor. All right, let's see. The music, is the music quiet, too quiet or too loud? You guys got to let me know. Also, please keep the chat in English so that we can understand each other. Otherwise, I won't be able to respond. Oh, I have a giant thing of black gouache. I completely forgot about this. Oh well, I guess that's there if I need it. Hey studio, good morning. All right, so white, yellow, which is so sad looking. It's like barely anything left. And I need a blue and a red. So either, as soon as I run out of all my blues, I'm going to only replace it with one blue color, because it's kind of annoying having so many to choose from. Like, too many choices leads me to either getting confused or not. Like, I don't know. I only need one blue. You don't hear any music. It's really quiet then. Some of the songs are extra quiet. Hey Tony, you made it. Hey Kimberly, which blue will you choose? Well, the only exception to what I just said is that I love navy blue, but it's not always the right blue. I need a lighter blue sometimes. So I think what I'll do is like always keep a navy blue and then choose from one of these. Ultramarine light is definitely an awesome choice because it mixes so well with everything and you can get some really vibrant colors. And you can see that here. So this is ultramarine light. You can get some really, really rich purples and blues. And even some nice sky blues down here. So it's a great color. You can also get a lot of similar stuff with the other blues, but it's like, why go with the other blues if this is the most brilliant color? Then I can always dull it down if I need to. You know what I mean? It's like, just keep the best one in the palette and you can mix things and make it less intense if you need to. What sale is ending soon? You scrolled up in chat. Oh, so today only, my Society 6 shop is 30% off plus free shipping, and my Etsy shop is 15% off and free shipping. Although I pretty much always have a free shipping option if you don't want to pay for tracking. So, but the sale is going on all through today. It's a Black Friday sale, I guess. And you can... I'll copy paste it for you guys if you want to. I usually don't really advertise my Society 6 shop. I kind of like made it a while ago and then forgot about it until today. And I got an email from them like, hey, your stuff is on sale. Okay. Okay, yeah, so ultramarine. Let's put the other blues away. And then red. I really, really like... Geranium is a really rich red color. It's always good. But this is a little bit orangey, which is kind of nice for landscapes because you usually don't find this color in nature. Although the camera can't really tell the difference, can it? Unless I get really close. Yeah, I think I'll go with geranium. And I'm not gonna use any of those. And a burnt umber, because burnt umber is really good for like some earthy tones. I think I'll save the rest for another time. So yeah, limited palette. Pretty much the primaries plus navy blue and burnt umber. Just because mixing blue and navy, mixing it navy blue and yellow gives me a little bit variety in my greens. So also mixing navy blue with lots of colors, I can get like a little more muted tones. Alright, so we'll set that aside. Gonna use this right side. I have to be very diligent about stretching today. My back has been killing me lately. I've been trying to stand up and work as much as I can, but certain things I can only do at my computer, which is not at my standing desk. All right, let's see. I think I'm gonna do a forest scene. Hey, Jim. This page is so messy. It's been like this for months, just waiting to be painted, but it's already got stuff on it. No, I don't have my hot water bottle. Well, the other thing is I've been working out more lately, so I know it's like partially just sore muscles, but I can tell when I'm sitting for a long time, this like right side back here is extra sore. So I need to get up at least every hour and just do a quick stretch. It definitely helps. Not anytime soon, Holly. I can't imagine that happening. Tiger balm? What's that? One print bought. Yay. Oh, Studio! What did you get? Let's see. I'm sure it emailed me. You bought the hidden home one. Yay. That's exciting, Studio. Thank you. Oh, I would die if I trained with you, Red Queen. It would take me a long time to get used to that. You've been having back problems. Oh. I'm gonna increase the chat size. Because I'm blind. There, now I can hear you. Now I can see you. One of your faves. Hey, Longosaur. How goes it? Okay. Pretty good, yeah. It's been a crazy busy week, but in a good way. Like in terms of productivity, I am feeling so much better about the art fair next weekend. I feel basically ready. I have a few more things to print, which I can do between now and next Thursday, basically. And there's always like more I could do, but if I just brought what I have now, I would feel really good about it. So next step is to do a practice setup of everything I want to be displaying, which will be interesting because it's I have a completely different setup this time from what I had before. This time I have a table, a 6-foot table like usual, but on top of that table I have a 2-foot by 4-foot grid wall. I have 2 of those, and they can attach together, and they have like stands underneath them. And on that, I am hanging actual framed art, which I've never done before, but I couldn't use my grid cubes because they're too weak, so I had to get these grid walls. And I'll be trying to find a configuration that works. And then on the rest of the table, because there'll be like 2 feet left, which will be a good spot for me to kind of stand behind if I want to. I have like a tiered thing I can put on the table for my smaller stuff, like the framed 4x6s, not framed, they're like mounted, and the little prints and stuff. So it's a pretty simple setup, but that thought worries me because nothing is ever simple. So I'm gonna do like a test run, a mock-up, and set everything up here before I go, just so I know for sure. Ribbon, cream, or German mint. I've never used Tiger Balm. So it helps with sore muscles, basically? Is that what it's made for? Icy hot without the icy part. Okay. Maybe I'll move this tree over a little bit. Hot is the most fun part. Well, I think that's the useful part for me. I don't think I need to ice it. 3 flavors. Huh. I'm gonna have to check this out. Okay. I think I have a good enough sketch to go. It's probably gonna get covered anyway because gouache is opaque, so, but at least it gives me kind of a place to start. For my gouache setup, I may have mentioned this previously. I use these Stay Wet sponges. I cut it down to the size of my palette. Here, let's do this. So I just put it in the palette, and then I get the Stay Wet acrylic palette paper that comes with it, or you can buy it separate. And I just douse it in water just so it's completely wet, completely soaked. Even if it's dripping, it's okay. And then I put it on the sponge and let it sit for a minute. And then before I start, I usually just wipe off the excess with a brush, or you can also flip it because usually the sponge soaks up a little bit. So that's pretty much it. And then I can put my gouache on that and it stays wet for a much longer time. Go with white. It would be nice to have a bigger palette, but this is kind of the most convenient setup for when I'm streaming. I don't want it to be too... If it starts to curl, you have to put water on the side it's curling, direction it's curling. So in this case, it's curling upwards, so I need to drop some water on it. The song kind of reminds me of the game I'm playing lately. Not completely though, I don't know. Divinity Sin or wait. Divinity Original Sin 2. I can never get the order of it correct. Colors. There's not much blue showing through in the sky. Oh, I was gonna use navy blue too. Let's put that in the corner. Just a little. I really like mixing it into a green because it gives me a really bright green. Like glaring, I can't quite see. So what's everyone up to this weekend? It's Thanksgiving weekend for some people, so I guess they have today off. Preparing for the following weekend family visit requires all Christmas presents organized and packed. That's so soon. That's like a month ahead. Are you ready? Going to the Christmas market in your hometown. Can't believe that Christmas is not that far away. I know. It's coming up, but we still have a month. Hey, Linda. Yeah, Tony, this is a Moleskine watercolor sketchbook. 5x8-ish size. Hey, Corvulus. Clean and do all the things you love to make up for the stressful weeks and the horrible birthday you had. Corvulus. Oh. Well, I mean, I'm glad you're able to do things you love. When was your birthday? Happy belated birthday. I missed the opportunity to scream at you in Discord. Not ready at all. Oh no. So glad your parcel arrived so quickly. That makes me so happy. I've gotten a bunch of messages from people saying they received the book and the other stuff that came with it, and videos of people opening them. It just makes me so happy. I almost cried. It was on Monday. Oh, happy birthday. Dang it. Do you purposefully not tell people? Because that's kind of what I do. Well, before I started streaming anyway. Oh, happy birthday, Kimberly. Jeez, it is birthday week. It was dreadful. No. This is why I don't ever like making a big deal out of my birthday, because I hate getting my hopes up. And that happened many times in the past, to the point where I was just like, screw this. I'm never gonna tell people about my birthday. That sounds like so jaded, but I don't know. Also, just the concept in general is strange to me. Maybe it's just the older I get, I find it very weird that we celebrate birthdays and holidays in general. Like, I'd rather just celebrate things all year long. Like, if I want to give someone a gift, I'll give them a gift. I don't need to do it on a specific day. And all the holidays seem so commercialized anyway. Just kind of lose a lot of the meaning. He's so old. Hey, Slave of Hell. Happy birthday, everyone! Aww. God, it was so crazy in my dream last night. I told Slave already, but it was very realistic, which was the weird part. I've never been to France, but in my dream I went to France. And I was with friends who I haven't even seen in 15 years. It's like, why would we travel together? And then we did a surprise visit to Slave of Hell, and it was so weird because we were outside his work, and apparently there's a park outside his work, which there isn't. But we were hiding in the trees, and he walked by, and he's like, huh? And he like looked over at the trees, like, you could tell he recognized one of us, me. And so he comes over, and then we like jump out and hug him, and he doesn't even know all the people that I was with. So it was just so weird, but it was so realistic. And then we were just wandering the streets, like looking for food and drinks, and then we went to this super rundown warehouse, and It was just like, the rest is kind of foggy, but there is a park outside your work? What? Oh crap, that's crazy. And then she kills you. It kind of sounded like it was gonna go down that route, didn't it? Wait, there is a park outside your work. What? That's weird. Hey Mark, how's it going? It's kind of scary when you have dreams that are extremely accurate even though you've never been to a certain place. Yeah, just confirms. Thanks, Mark. I need my little brush. Went to Provence, France. See a baguette vending machine while you dreamt you were in France. No. We were only there for a very short amount of time. Oh wait, no, we also went to Austria or something, where I've also never been. Very expensive dream. I'm keeping my brushes out of the way because I've tipped the jar over 3 times this week while I move things. So sick of that. Oh, so you've been there? Also want to remind you guys that this coming Sunday is the Gouache paint-along. It's the December paint-along, so yes, it is the first day of the month and it's the paint-along. But I know how crazy December gets for everyone because of the holidays, so I didn't want to risk like a lot of people not being able to attend. So if you are interested in learning gouache landscapes, I'm going to be doing a tutorial this Sunday, live tutorial. And you guys can paint along with me. It's always really fun. Oh no! Oh my gosh, your cat eats your brushes? That's not good. Oh, and I made a brand new supply list. I finally updated the supply list. I added it to its own page on my website. So if you go to my paint along page, you can, somewhere near the top, there's a link that says supply list or supplies. And it's all stuff that I've used myself over the years, and still some of it I still use and I still love. So I would never recommend anything I don't use. So if you're interested, you can check that out. Who knows, you might even be able to get some of that stuff on sale today because it's Black Friday. Oh my gosh, Slave. Finally. Your December rush is starting this weekend. Xmas markets, both Saturday and Sunday. Wait, Studio, you are selling at Christmas markets? The ones here are too disappointing. Oh, if anyone is going to be in Glasgow next week, I am doing the Glasgow Botanic Garden festive market. So I'll have a table there December 7th and 8th. Ordered some colors you already have. Oh, well, at least now you don't have to worry about running out. I'm always freaked out about that. Like, plus, I don't know, I have this annoying habit of being really stingy with my supplies and my paint especially. Like, I never squeeze out enough color. And, or if I do, I'm like really freaked out I'm gonna waste it. It's like, it's such a bad habit because if you squeeze less out, you're gonna use less, and it's not always the right approach. So if you just like stop worrying about that and let yourself just enjoy the process and enjoy it, get like sucked into the paint, it's much better. But it is a hard habit to break. Money doesn't grow on trees. I love oil painting as well, Mark. Sat is with your work. On Sunday, you'll have your ceramic Christmas tree ornament for sale on an event. Oh, that's awesome. I'm really excited about the art fair next weekend. Hoping that it's not, I'm like not only excited because like, hey, I might sell stuff, but if I can meet other artists and kind of use it as a networking opportunity as well, like I did the last couple art fairs, then that is awesome. That's a win for me. Corvulus, I think you already are. I think the hardest part is not necessarily being good enough. It's about finding the right markets and marketing itself. Like, there's so many people I know that are amazing artists who can barely get by because they just don't know how to market themselves. And I'm kind of on the verge of that. Like, I barely know what I'm doing. I just kind of wing it. And there are tons of artists that are not good And they make a lot of money because they just are super good at marketing or kind of know how to work the system. That sounded so elitist. I'm just saying, like, it is really hard. It's not a matter of being good enough at art, at your skill, at your craft. It's learning how the system works and utilizing it. Hey, Ben. Painting small things on ball-shaped plastic tree ornaments. Oh, cool. How come artists don't have publishers? Yeah, there's art agents. Let me know if the music gets too loud, guys. There are artist agents who you pay a commission, basically, or maybe a retainer, probably depends on the person, and they seek out opportunities for you. And I keep telling myself, oh yeah, I want to look into that, because it would be really wonderful to not have to do anything along those lines. I hate that side of it. But it seems like just the pure act of researching our agents is a huge task in itself. It's like, where does one get the time? Video game publisher? Yeah, I don't know much about that world. It seems like it would be a useful thing to have. And I've already mentioned a few times that, like, I'm kind of in the process of building my illustration portfolio, because there definitely is a thing as illustration agencies, or they don't just do illustrations, but they're kind of like an all-in-one, I think, a lot of times. But they'll be in touch with the publishers, and then the publisher's like, okay, we have a book and we need this kind of style. What artists do you have? Anyone? And then the agency will select from their artists and send them and like put them in touch with the publisher. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you have the right to decline a job if, like, your agent puts you in touch with someone and you find out, like, it's not really something you're into, then, like, I don't think you have the opportunity to say yes or no. But I guess every contract and every agent is going to be different. Any particular reason, Ben? Oh. Yeah. I guess that's... But then if you have an agent, the agent looks out for you in that side. I'm assuming that's kind of part of their job, is looking out for your best interest. Oh yeah, that's all stuff you really have to look carefully at. Oh, really, Kimberly? That is so awful. If they're taking advantage of new writers or creators, that's just so wrong. How do you know you can trust them, Ben? Do you get like word of mouth recommendations? Hey, Patricia. An agent, Lilia Rogers. She has the Make Art That Sells webpage, and it looks great. She makes yearly challenges, and the winner gets represented by her. Commercial art, not fine art, but it's very pretty. Oh, cool. That's good to know. It's payday today, and Christmas bonus. Oh, Corvulus. Heck yeah, just in time for Black Friday deals. Oh god, that would be so dangerous. I had to close... First, I was on Amazon researching some product stuff, and I was like looking at all the Black Friday deals. I was like, oh god, I just have to close this completely. When you put your game on Steam, it meant I had a publisher. Who was your publisher in that case? You went through someone to get it? Oh, okay. But you, like, did it yourself, is what you're saying. Sorry, I know this... You don't have to answer all these questions. I'm just curious. It's interesting. Oh, yeah. Oh. Being responsible. Good job, Corvulus. One of the things that makes publisher stuff difficult is that no one talks about it. Oh God, I know. There's so many things like that in the art world in general. Like, that was a big reason I started my blog back in the day when I first started this journey, because I was finding it difficult to get information about a lot of stuff, and just like, I'm just gonna share my experiences and my journey. And I feel like that's happening more and more, so it isn't as difficult to get information, but it's just really nice to have like honest firsthand stories and information. Ooh, Studio. Isn't that like a super fancy webcam? Heard about those. Give him your old one. No, those are, I think, really high end. For a webcam, I mean, not sure what really, how high end you need it to be. It looks shiny. Ooh, shiny. What more could you want? Tough to set prices. Yeah. That's one of the hardest things I found. I found when I first started selling art, setting prices. And like, everyone has such different advice about it too. So I went with what I thought was the most logical advice at the time, which was to take a very realistic look at my art and compare it to other artists who I thought were kind of at the same skill level and see what they were charging. And then also take into consideration how established they are, because I think if someone is more established, they can go both ways. They can charge less and sell way more, or they can charge more but like know that they're gonna sell stuff because they have a devoted following. So I like kind of compared myself to them took what rate they had and kind of reduced it just a little bit to match the fact that I was a very new artist. And it worked really well. Like in my first year, I sold at least half of everything I made. And then the next year I raised my prices a little and like slowly increased it over time. But I'm in the camp of I would rather give people a super low price just to like know that someone else in the world is enjoying my art and to keep it off my shelf. Like otherwise it just sits in my storage. So I have to like always remind myself to not undersell myself because I love making people happy and I just want to like put the art out there. But you know, you can hurt yourself by doing that too. The eternal standoff. Yeah, what's your budget? Speaking of budget, I'm sure some of you have already seen this going around, but there is a very common scam that happens for artists. You will receive an email from someone that says, hey, it's my 50th wedding anniversary, or they'll say something about their wedding anniversary coming up, and they want to surprise their wife, and they have a budget of anywhere from $500 to $5,000. And could you please tell me what you have available? All blah, blah, blah. And if you keep responding, it ends up going down to like the road of like, okay, they basically try to trick you into sending them free stuff, or like in their check will bounce or something like that. But just don't respond. Just immediately mark it as spam. But now they're also sending it as the wife trying to surprise their husband. And I'm like, oh, that's an interesting twist. Okay. Trying to appeal to my feminine senses or something. But it's so obviously, every time I see those, I just immediately mark them as scam. So many people around you have got that email last month. Yeah, they're not even trying to be creative. I've been getting that email for over a year. And each time I get it, there's like a slight change. Maybe they'll update one sentence, or I don't know. It doesn't change it enough because I immediately recognize it. But the first couple times I got that email, I was like, oh, their budget is $5,000. Wow, that's pretty cool. Okay, well, I sent them my website with the shop link, and I was like, go check out what's on my shop. You can purchase everything directly through there. Good luck. Let me know if you have any questions, that kind of thing. And then they responded with their more, like, fishing for a lot more information, and I was like, this seems super suspicious. And then I looked it up and I was like, oh yeah, it's a known scam. Okay. And I recently saw a really funny response to it on Twitter. Someone posted like a clip of the email, and then they posted their response, and it started off with like them saying, oh, thank you so much for thinking of me, it's really nice. And then it goes into really glad to see that your scam has elevated to the point where you're now representing the other half of the, I don't know what it said. It was something about like the fact that they changed it to the wife is trying to buy their husband a gift. And it was really funny because they just like completely tore them apart in their response. It's like, I wonder if that scammer actually like reads them and responds, or if it's a bot or something. Um, selling copies of your game in bulk. If you have an $8 video game, and someone wants to buy 10,000 copies, what do you sell it to them at? Oof. Yeah. Oh, I don't even know. I don't even know where you'd start. You'd have to get advice from someone in the industry. I have no idea what gaming commission or gaming rates are at. It's interesting. So is that what you did? Is that what you were faced with? Now I really want to know what you decided. You don't have to share. I'm just so curious. It's fascinating because I imagine a kind of a similar thing happens in the commercial art world. People licensing their artwork to be used on products and all sorts of stuff. All right, Kimberly, enjoy your lurk. They had an offer and I had a choice of accepting it or not. Oh. But at the same time, it gives you a huge boost in your portfolio, right? And you're aware, like, I don't know if it like leads to some people knowing who made it, therefore your following grows. Like it legitimizes you as a maker, that kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like those things are also very valuable. As long as I think it's okay to do that when you're first starting out, or well, I guess people do it even if they're well established as well, but for in the art world, I think it's okay to work occasionally for exposure if it's actually real exposure and if it's very valuable to you, because everyone has their own ways of quantifying that. But there are just so many people who want pure free stuff. They're like, oh yeah, I'll like let me use your art and we'll give you lots of exposure, but you really have to look into it and see if it's worth it or not. And make sure you keep the rights to everything and all that. Hey Jared. Hey Itchy. Oh my gosh. Doing some studies today. I'm preparing my mind for the Sunday paint along because we're using gouache for that. And what I think I'm gonna do is look through, let's see. This is my gouache sketchbook, and what I think I want to do is look through, I don't know if I want to do this on the stream, but I kind of want to look through this and have everyone choose which one they want to paint, because I get questions about this particular sketchbook and the paintings that are in it all the time, and I think like if we sat down and painted it together, I think people would be much more I don't know, like I could show how easy it is. I think one of these in the back would be good. Like that one was so fast. It was so few brush strokes. It was just very strategic placement and color. And the forest ones definitely take longer. That was also really, really fast. I know being fast doesn't matter to everyone, but it's more about showing how you can get really good results with being very strategic. You don't have to spend 20 hours on one painting to get the results you want. So, yeah. There's a paint along. It's on Sunday. So, try to remember that. It's not Saturday. We're going to be doing gouache. And it's going to be, well, the subject is still TBD. Hey, Artsy. Yeah. It is delayed, yeah. I've noticed that already, Slave. Just talked about being open, and still when I talked about numbers, it's like, oh, it's scary to put it out there. 11,000? Oh my god. 3,000, okay. Ben, I have no idea what that, like, I don't know about the rates in your industry, so I don't know if that's good or not, but it sounds really good to me, because if you think about how many millions and millions, probably billions of people play video games of all types, 11,000 is a lot, but isn't in the grand scheme of things. So I feel like if they bought that many copies, there's still lots of room for you to do more down the road. So that seems like a really good rate. I don't know if I'm thinking about that correctly. I don't have any gouache. How many colors would I need? You would need this many. If you can get white, yellow, blue, and red, you can paint anything. I also recommend having a black or a really dark blue or a burnt umber so that you can make super, super dark colors. But, you know, very minimal amount is needed. Oh, but also, Jared, if you have acrylic, you can also use that, because since gouache is a water-based medium and it's opaque, acrylic does act very similar, and you would be able to follow the instructions, because it's not like I'm talking about watercolor and you're trying to paint with oil. That would be really difficult. This is pretty similar. So if you already have your acrylics that you use, which I think you mentioned you use acrylics, then I think you'd be fine if you just want to try that. Because you can also water down acrylics if you need to. The paint along is going to be here on YouTube, and the main reason is because I already, like, every time we've ever done a paint along, so we've done like 42 or 3 or something, I do them on Twitch, and then I have to make sure I record it, and then I have to convert the file, which takes ages. Then I have to upload it or put it on my video editor, and I have to edit it down, and then I have to export it as a YouTube file, and then I upload it to YouTube, and it's like so many extra hours. Whereas this time, if we're doing it on YouTube, all I need to do is stream, because then it automatically gets added as a chat replay. And then I can just make it private for my patrons, like the replay, I mean. So it's very convenient for that, for paint-alongs especially. Are you liking YouTube better? Not better. No, I like the fact that I'm diversifying, and I like the fact that if I'm streaming on Fridays, that content automatically gets added to my YouTube page, so there's more content on my YouTube page. I love that fact. So, I don't know. It's just different. But I prefer YouTube. I prefer Twitch overall as a streaming platform. I love it for a lot of reasons. I don't think YouTube will ever match it. They might try, but take a trip to Michael's. Yeah. Ooh, you might get a good Black Friday deal, Jared, at Michael's or any of the places you try. Hey, Leanne from Lake Tahoe. Ooh, hello. Do you live there or are you just visiting? Home. Oh, cool. I had friends that used to go there all the time. I'm originally from Denver, so seems like a popular destination for summer vacations and stuff. Wrong chat. What are you doing, studio? Free for all? Oh, I was also going to show you, by the way, this is my reference photo. This is a photo I took last summer when we were hiking. And you can see there's like a little farmland in the background behind the fence. Very shaded pathway and pretty light. Oh, it's a chat game. Okay. So I kind of thought that it was. Guys, I'm so excited. I don't know why this just reminded me of that, but I get to pick, well, Wolfie is picking up the car today from the mechanic, and I will officially have a vehicle. As of tonight, I will officially have a vehicle. And I can go on my own trips. I am so freaking excited. Now all I have to do is pay for fuel once in a while. But oh my gosh, you guys, just I can't tell you how such a small thing can make such a big difference. It's been really, really tough to be stuck in the middle of the countryside with very limited public transportation. Well, I'm sure some of you also know that feeling, but man, it's gonna make a huge difference in my life. And there's so many things I've had to turn down in the last year because I couldn't get to them. So hopefully it will just like snowball and increase my business overall. And I think it also plays an important role in like confidence as an artist, because there are so many times that I had to say no to opportunities where I just knew I couldn't get to a gallery, or I couldn't get to a workshop, or I couldn't even like really network in the same way, which doesn't make you feel really great when you're trying to be like an independent artist and show people you're professional. So I'm so happy. And it cost way less than we thought it was because the car has been sitting in the driveway since March doing nothing. And the alternator went, the passengers, halfway through the summer, we tried to, we were like gonna use it for a weekend or something. And we rolled the passenger side window down and it got stuck halfway down. So that was the thing. And then the brakes were out, the power steering went, like all these issues were building up for so long. So we had this like looming over us and we're like, oh, we know we need to get it done. So we're like, finally, screw it. I got my license now. We're just going to put it on the credit card. I thought it was going to be like at least $1,500 to fix all of the tons of issues it had. And it ended up being only $550, I think. Plus we had to get the MOT updated, like the MOT expired. So there were so many issues. And even though that's still a lot of money, it's much better than we thought it was going to be. And it means that I can live and I can pursue my business much better now. So we'll just slowly pay that off. If you had a Michael's where I live, I'd be poor. Oh no. Yeah, the one good thing about being in the middle of the countryside is that the closest art store, which doesn't even have all the stuff that I use, is like 40 minutes away, half an hour to 40 minutes away. So it's a trek. And I have to go there with a specific purpose, and usually it's only a few times a year, if that. And so I'm glad for that, because when I lived in Denver, there was a Hobby Lobby about not even 10 minutes from my house. Easy. It could ride my bike there easily. And I would go there way too often, and I would fill just like shopping carts full of supplies. There were times when I would easily spend $300 there. I mean, to be fair, it was all supplies, like a cart full of acrylic paint or a cart full of canvases, and then I would paint things and sell them and make up for it. So, but still, jeez, so much money. Hey Digital, you live, I think. I think so too. So if I think so too, then let's just say yes. Hey Ira-chan. Important question time. What are your opinions on custard creams? I freaking love them. Oh my goodness. I used to be, well, I had less willpower and I would buy them all the time, and I would just have a ton of them with my tea. I would only make tea just so I could have custard creams with it. You're eating some? Oh god, it's been so long since I broke my addiction. It's been a really long time since I've had them. But now I want some. It's cold rain. Oh, yeah, it started off gorgeous today. Let's see, Ooh, we actually don't have. It's kind of a pretty, slightly colorful sunset, but we woke up with a beautiful color, beautiful sky, and then throughout the day it was sunny for like a half an hour, and then it was just gloomy again. I was like, man. If you lose a custard cream in your tea, you're screwed. I never did. I luckily didn't experience that. I imagine that's true because they just disintegrate and then it's all like goopy and weird. But I didn't have to deal with that. I held on to them with all my might. You did once, and once was all it took, right? You learned your lesson. Ew, Ben. That's so gross. Makes you kind of not want to eat it. Yeah, but then you put another one in your mouth and you're like, yeah, worth it. Just custard creams? That's the thing. Okay, this is a question for everyone based on what country you're in, okay? So all different countries are gonna have different answers. What is your country's greatest thing, your greatest export? Like Ben is claiming that custard creams are the UK's. I would have to say Scotland, it would be Iron Brew. I love that stuff. It's annoyingly addicting. What? Jolmust? Our Xmas drink? Ooh. What's custard cream? Corvulus. Well, as soon as you arrive to be my assistant, you'll get to know the glory of custard cream. Iron Brew? The closest thing I can... Okay, Iron Brew is very similar to what I would imagine orange cream soda tastes like. Except I think Iron Brew is a little sweeter. Yeah. It is not, Ben. It's so good. As Wolfie says, it is made from the steel girders, the rust of the steel girders or something like that, or the iron girders. I don't know. He says it better than I do. It is the best hangover cure too. Meat in your case? Oh. 3.5 cows per capita. Oh. Studio, what is your Christmas drink like? Is it... The only Christmassy drink I know of is eggnog. Okay, well, if you're in the US, you could also say what your state's greatest export is. Because I know every state is, like, known for their own thing. Corn and opioids. What? All right, I think just about done with this one. The tops of my paint piles are getting a little bit dry. Oh, really, Artsy? Scotland exports wolfies. There's only one wolfie. Hi, Lucy. Good luck with whatever you're working on for your lurk. You're painting? Oh, what are you working on? Wish I could see. All right, I think this one is ready. So, going to... Actually, I don't need to outline it because it's pretty dark. Peel time. You haven't painted sausages? Yeah, Lucy, I'd love to see it if you want to share it. Oh god. I keep dipping my sweatshirt, or my sweater in the gouache. I already stained the end of this because I dipped it in oil once. Ah, that is so satisfying. Oh my god. That top edge was really bothering me because it had the tree going up. Yes. There we go. Your order of Winsor Newton Designer's Gouache Tube Primer Yellow has been dispatched. Yes. Hey, I'm supposed to get it Thursday? I doubt it. I'll probably get it much sooner than that. As long as I have some left for Sunday, that's all that matters. Worst case, I could always use yellow acrylic, but I'll have some left over. It's fine. Uploaded. Okay, let's see. Oh my goodness, Woosie. That's beautiful. I love that first progress pic too. That's so cool to see. What size is that paper? It looks like a really nice kind of landscape orientation. How they change when you remove all the tape. I know how they just become like a finished piece all of a sudden, you know? 2 sketchbooks. This one is more just showing some previous stuff that I've done. So I don't know, like, because these are very long and skinny, if I have this, it's like there's a lot of empty space. So it's kind of fun to see some of the past pieces, you know? Are you enjoying it, Woosie? I really like doing these value studies side by side. Okay, let's pick a new reference. Thank you, Artsy. So basically 4" by 10" pretty much. Okay. Yeah, that's a nice ratio. I like that. We are gonna go search on Unsplash. Let's see. How about Sunset Mountains? Oh, that's freaking gorgeous. But I was hoping for a little more definition on the mountains. Kind of like that. Maybe. Oh, that's cool. So you started it as sort of a spontaneous painting? Oh wait, cancel. How do I find... I forgot how to use this app. Like, if you click on one, doesn't it usually give you like more similar ones? Maybe if it's vertical? Nope. Froze it. How the heck did I do that? Ugh. Okay, close that. Hey Heaven, yes, I'm using Gouache. Ooh, actually, wait, let's go to my recent photos from the forest. Yeah, okay. Oh, I love that idea, Woosie. I really like this one because of how you can see into the water right there. And is that too shiny? Like down here? I might paint that, but use slightly different colors. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it, guys. And we'll just flip to a new page up there. I watched your video with that inexpensive set and I'm gonna get it. Love your... Oh, the watercolor one. Yeah, they have different options too. They have like beginner, intermediate, expert kind of things with different tutorials. It's a very interesting idea. Especially because like I was able to follow the tutorial and come out with a really pleasing result, which I think is a good test. Let's get our tape. I'm always reusing the tape. Because otherwise it's just such a waste. You can get like many uses out of it. Okay. Let's do This paper towel is... I don't know if I need a new one. Where is it? Oh, it rolled underneath there. Of course it did. Oh god, I've already broken my rule. I didn't stretch at all. So, if you guys have been hanging out with me, it's time to get up and stretch. Even if it's only for like a second. Okay, let's do a quick sketch. The camera's doing weird glitches sometimes. Like what? Which camera? Hey, Kira! Kira, I told you guys I don't need a bunch of mods in YouTube. It's much different than Twitch. It's not like... Since I do limited hours as well. And less hours overall. We don't need the chat full of mods. Ooh, this is actually... Kira, I need you to be here and hang out and have fun. Please? Relax. Are you off today? Hey, Winters! Exactly. See? I need you more than ever as a friend. What are you doing with your day off? Besides hanging out here. Friend zoned. Oh god. Camera is focusing on the painting. I don't know, but a minute ago it did something weird. Okay, I guess if it keeps doing something, like, let me know, but occasionally it will unfocus and focus again if it's confused about, like, what it's supposed to be focusing on. But when it's zoomed out like this, it's not quite as confused. You're not at your place? Oh, okay. Maybe. I don't know. I'm almost done with the sketch. I just needed to get something on here to guide me. But I guess I could try. It's just that when I zoom in, if it's mostly white space, the camera really doesn't know what to focus on, so usually it's worse, but I can try it. Same. Yeah. I think the camera gets it from you, Jared. I'll zoom out a little bit until I get some more paint on the page. I friend-zoned you. Well, you don't want to be my friend? Don't Thomas the Tank Engine her. That's just mean. Non-Twitch people are like, what the heck are you talking about? Non-stop WhatsApp you. She fights dirty. She knows what's up. She knows what to do. That's a glowing recommendation coming from Slave of Hell. Since he's so picky. My brush is falling apart. Wait for the Steam Xmas sale. You know you're gonna love it, Jared. You know you're gonna play it. You're gonna enjoy it. Wait, am I supposed to be discouraging you? Have you played all of the Call of Duty games? Are you a hardcore fan? The only one I ever played was Advanced Warfare that I came with my PC when I got it. Gets back to the game of roots in a lot of ways. Well, I don't need to worry about that because as soon as I am able to, I can download the gifted copy of the Halo Master Chief Collection and all my problems will be solved. Except I'm gonna wait till after the art fair. Hey Dennis, good to see you. Today we are doing gouache studies. So I just finished this other one, this little forest path. And now I am doing a riverside mossy tree rocky scene. Working on using a limited palette, kind of getting into the gouache mindset because this coming Sunday is the next paint along and we're using gouache. So yeah, as a reminder, if anyone is not doing anything on Sunday and you want to learn gouache landscapes, you can stop by here on my YouTube channel and we'll be doing live tutorial. It's called a paint along. Can I see it again? Oh yeah. Sorry. There you go. This took probably... What time is it? How long have I been streaming? I just finished it like, I don't know, 10 minutes ago. So it took from the beginning of stream until 10 minutes ago. And I started stream at 1:30. So like a little under 2 hours, I guess. But I was going very slow. The cool thing about gouache, I find, I guess it's similar with a lot of mediums, but it seems like the painting will be such a hot mess until close to the end when like certain final colors get put in, and then once they dry and they're all like matte and everything, you see the lighting and you see the true colors. But like building up to that point, it's like so suspenseful. I love it. Like sometimes it'll even just look like a freaking abstract painting until close to the end, and it's like, oh, that's what you're doing. Oh, thanks, Dennis. Paints with ice and pastels. Wow. I'm gonna delete this background, make it a little blurry. I mean, delete? Did I say delete? I'm gonna delete this background. Silly brain. Hey, Carolyn. No, we don't celebrate that. Did you? Did you guys enjoy your day? You didn't have to cook? Nice. You need more caffeine. Understandable. I have gone back to having 90% decaf and 10% caffeinated grounds in my coffee, and I feel much better again. I don't know, I for a while after my detox, I went back to normal strength caffeine, and I was waking up every single morning with headaches again, and I was just like, okay, screw this. Like, I'd rather feel a little bit tired than have freaking horrible headaches every morning. Ready for your art fair coming up? Yeah. I've been working my butt off trying to get everything prepped till I gave myself a false deadline of this coming Sunday so that I would have an extra 4 days to get everything done just in case. And so I already completed almost everything, and I feel so confident about it. The only thing I really want to do to put my mind at ease is do like a mock-up of my setup, because I have a new setup and I just want to make sure everything works. And I could also do with printing a few more prints, but I'm mostly bringing originals to this one, including small originals like 4x6 size. So I don't really know what to expect. That's the thing. There was a thing in the exhibitor notes that said, if your table happens to sell out, we have special sold out signs that you need to get from us and put on your table. I was like, can you imagine? What if you sold out? Or worse, what if you had like one thing left and your table was just like empty except one thing? It would be so pathetic. It would look so bad. I think at that point I would just like stop and be like, okay, we're good. We sold out technically. Green tea's less caffeinated than coffee. I don't know. Mocha squares with extra strong coffee. Oh god, I would be through the roof. Yeah. No, digital. It's weird. I don't get the withdrawal symptoms when I go off of caffeine now. I get it when I go back on to caffeine. It's horrible. It's enough to make me not want to have caffeine. I have a teeny scoop about that big in my French press, along with the normal amount of grounds, which are decaf, and then that's it. Sitting down for long periods of time is more tiring. The other is excess caffeine. Yeah, sitting down for long periods of time definitely plays a role, which sucks if your job requires you to be like not moving a lot. So that's why I'm constantly forcing myself to get up and stretch or like walk. Even sometimes I just literally walk to the bottom of the stairs and come back up and like get my blood flowing. Or I'll like go into the living room and do the exercise, the cross trainer, even just for 5 minutes. But then I do a regular workout like every other day. It makes all the difference in the world with my energy levels. But the problem is I love how coffee tastes, and I love that feeling of that jolt that you get when you have caffeinated coffee. I miss that. At least I get to taste caffeine at least I get to taste coffee even though it's decaf. Like that's the only reason I still have it, even if it's decaf. It's enraging you. Listen, why wouldn't you be happy that I feel better? Shouldn't you just be really happy for me? You don't get a jolt? Kira, you must be too acclimated to the caffeine. I get a jolt when I have caffeine now. Like I feel like a buzz. It's crazy. It's so noticeable now. That was me, Slave. I permitted the message. Yeah, tea would be a good alternative, but I just love the taste of coffee. So much more than tea. That's how parenting works. Just let them do whatever. They're adults, for God's sakes. That was one of my favorite lines in The Office. It's like, take your daughter to work day, or take your kid to work day. And he's like, I don't get what's so... People are always complaining about parenting, why it's so hard to parent. It's easy. Give them toys, you give them candy, you let them live their lives. They're adults, for God's sake. It's like, what? Alright, I need to focus. I'm like letting this painting get away from me. What is happening? Let's do the shadows. I love how now the Office quotes bring Leslie out of lurk, bring May out of lurk. Sorry, I'm trying to say your guys' chat names instead of how I know you, like from Twitch, or if I know your real name, just so if anyone's like watching and they don't know you, they're not confused. But it's so weird, like saying Leslie. Like I'm just not used to that. It seems wrong. Dealing with a new baby, no sleep, need caffeine. Oh, yeah. I've witnessed the difficulties by watching my neighbor go through it, and I can't even imagine. It makes me very secure in my life decisions. Caffeine master at Starbucks for 3 years. Oh man, you are a pro. You know so much more than I do. It wasn't even until the year I left Denver that I had my first cortada. Is that what it's called? I think it's a cortada. And I was like, what's that? I'll try that. And I was not expecting a teeny tiny cup this big with super bitter coffee in it. But I drank it and I was like shocked at how much I enjoyed it. Like the flavor of the coffee was all that you could think about, and it was so good. Like it made me appreciate it for the first time. Instead of it being like hidden under it's not a cortada. It's something along those lines. It's a teeny little like espresso cup, and it's just like a little bit of frothiness and coffee, but there's nothing added to it as far as I could tell. Maybe it had like a hint of frosted milk in it or something, but no sweetener. A chalupa? Chalupa. I thought that was like a fried dough thing that you eat. What the heck? Wow, this song, I'm pretty sure this is the song that plays in the theme music of that freaking golf game that Wolfie plays all the time. It's not bad or anything, it's just immediately makes me think about that. Cortado is half coffee, half milk. But is it in an espresso cup? Oh, I know how you guys control Wolfie. Next time you see him, you gotta be like, "You're such a hypocrite. I thought you said golf is a rich man's game, but you spend all your time playing that golf game." I'm gonna be in so much trouble. They're served in a test tube. Yes, high tea with cuke sandwiches. Got some cukes. Getting Sarah in trouble. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. No! I meant to do it in chat. No, he's... I see how it is. It's fine. It's fine. I just won't come visit you in my dreams anymore. It's fine. It really is fine. Someone save me. I'm looking at Amazon Black Friday deals. No, Kira! Someone send her a virus and shut her computer down. Hurry. We don't have much time. See some links for you. Oh no. Okay, let's see. Oh, this is so confusing. All the layers. So as a reminder, this is my reference. I'm kind of zooming into this area down here near the water. So I have to try to make it look like you can see through the water into some of those rocks. Mud deals. What a mature chat. One thing I find with doing gouache is Definitely starting off with the shadowy layer is good, but that also can be a little confusing when you're doing like a whole layer of shadows, trying to remember where the highlights are gonna go. 30 IQ. All right, we're gonna let's do the water layer. Oh god. Here, I'm gonna zoom out because I have to like turn it side to side. I'm doing it a little bit watered down. So I get a soft look. Gonna go for a run. Oh, good luck. Hope it's nice out. Hope it's fun. Oh. Oh my gosh. Guess who's calling? Wolfie! 1 second, guys. He completely forgot I was streaming again and was like, all right, I'm going to be home soon so we can go pick up the car. I'm like, I'm streaming. Oh. Yeah, but we have to go pick it up. They're already closed and blah, 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 blah. Anyways, it's fine. I'm going to stream until I stream and then we will figure out what to do. Blame Wolfie. I usually go until 5 or 6 on YouTube. I mean, I only have a few streams in so far, but yeah, like, so it's not a big deal. It's not like the Monday Twitch streams where I stream really late. What are you looking at, Kira? Okay, Kira, you need to justify to us what you're buying before you buy it. And then if we all agree, then you're allowed to buy it. But if not, then you can't. How's that? Will that help you enough? 12 more hours? I would be dead. Oh my gosh. French coffee press. Approved. You instantly approved it? Wait, first of all, guys, Kira is coffee obsessed. I can't imagine that she doesn't have a French press already. How do you not have one yet? I don't approve until I have proof of this, until we discuss it more. You don't mind broke. How much is the one you're looking at? Because I got my French press for £10 at the grocery store. It's 11 and free shipping, I hope. Alright, I feel a little better about that. I approve as long as you keep in mind if you're gonna buy other stuff, how much it's all gonna add up to. So you might want to browse around more. Kira's like, screw you guys, I'm buying this. Everyone has their own definition of wasting money. feel pretty proud of myself for closing the browser and not looking at any deals. Until a Red Queen sent me the one of with the gouache, but turns out I can't get it here anyway because it was from the US Amazon site. What's your form of wasting money? Give it to other people that need it? Ha! That's not wasting. That is totally not wasting. Spend most of your money on food. That's what it feels like for me too, Woosie. Food and art supplies. There's never enough of either. Yep. That's a good strategy, Woosie. I wish I had a savings account so I could do that. Oh crap, that's way too much red. Every 2 seconds, Kira's getting blocked. We need to set a good example. Some of these songs are just like oddly spooky, and I don't know, I don't like realize they're playing until the end. I'm like, why didn't I skip that one? Hey Dello. Thank you. It's definitely taking a while to get this one going. What kind, Kira? Actually, I don't even want to know. Don't tell me. Must resist. Clearance oil paint yourself. Nice. What kind did you get? Yeah, metallic watercolors are fun. I can never justify buying them. I have a couple, but oh, sorry, is it focusing weird? Yeah, that's a good idea, Woosie. Wait until after Christmas. Boots, they're 21. I want. Do you need boots? Yeah, really. That's all you need. You only need one pair. You only need one pair of heels, one pair of sneakers, one pair of boots, one pair of sandals. Like, one of everything. It's fine. Now, when it comes to cosplaying outfits, on the other hand, you need way more shoes. Permalba brand. Oh, Permalba. I think I have one of their white colors. It's like a special blend. Wolfie has more shoes than me, so I'm not a good person to ask about that. Because I'll say, no, not allowed. $2 a piece? Oh my god. Wow, that is a really amazing deal. Primalba white is very well known. Useful. All their paints are nice, smooth, consistent, not separate in the tubes. The Primalba white I have, it's super creamy and flows so easily. It came with some kind of, I think it was a quick drying medium that they make, non-toxic kind of thing. It was like a set, and I didn't even know about Primalba white. I just used it one day and I was like, ooh, this is creamy. This is nice. Extra small feet. One of us. No, I haven't. We were talking about Mgram earlier because someone mentioned their gouache, and I have one of their watercolors, but actually, I might have one of their reds, their oil, but I haven't really tried them as a brand, like experienced them as a brand much. So can't really say, but a lot of people rave about their paints. Yeah. Yeah, I think that from what I've seen, they're very high quality. Oh, yeah, the pigment load is insane. Well, I've been really, really enjoying my current collection, which is made up of lots of different ones like Sennelier, Daniel Smith, Schminky. Those are the main ones. And I especially have been, more recently, been really loving the Schminky. Schminky? It's a fun word to say. Schminke? Is it schminke or schminky? I always say schminky. Just sounds cuter. All right. Some grasses. Sushi. Oh my god. So jealous. Yeah, Kara, that set is not available in the UK. Red Queen sent it to me and I was like, ooh, but it's twice as expensive here. Disappeared for an hour and suddenly poof, Sarah's created awesomeness. Thanks, Artsy. So much, you got 2 fortune cookies? Oh, so you have 2 fortunes. Does that mean you're allowed to choose your fortune? Available if I buy it and send it to you? No, Kira. It's probably better that I don't. I don't need 60 colors. I just want 60 colors. It's probably best that it's not available here. What I really need, if I'm going with what I need versus what I want, I need to replenish my primary colors because, well, I'm getting the yellow. I'm about to receive that. But my blue is getting dangerously low. And I only have 1 red that I really, really, really like. So that's going to go quickly. Although I don't really use a ton of red. Red is so saturated that like I barely need any of it. And this is like a lot of red for a landscape. Like these ones barely need any, like a hint of it in the brush, and it gets like this really powerful punch of color. So it goes a lot slower, but the yellow and the blue I use a lot because I do a lot of green. And I would love to have leaf green again because the color was amazing. But yeah, need versus want. Big difference. They have calligraphy pens. Oh man, that's the kind of stuff that gets me. Because I want that kind. I want like a beautiful set. Oh my gosh, you can go in person and look at the wall of color. The wall of glory. That's dangerous. There was an amazing, amazing art store in Denver that I would go to all the time. So dangerous. It's called Meininger's, and it has every brand. Stuff I didn't even know about even. But every brand of like good quality stuff of every type, like paper, pens, ink, brushes, palettes, paint of every kind, storage. Like it was the Cadillac of art stores, and really good prices too. But the problem is you go and you're like, oh, these are great prices, and you end up buying way more than you actually need. And then you get home and you're like, oh crap, I just spent so much money. But that was the store that opened my eyes to like high quality paint, and they let you try it out before you buy. So you go up and there's like this counter and you can talk to people who know what they're talking about, and you're like, I'm looking for this, and they're like, oh, come here, try this kind of thing. And like you can try out the brushes, you can try out everything. It's so amazing. But that's the danger. The danger zone. Hey, Jigger. By the way, thank you so much. I got the dryer, which is awesome, and I just received the first tube. Because you said you sent me multiple things. I wasn't sure what it was, but I got this. So I was assuming there were some tubes coming. Thank you so much. Today I'm using a limited palette though, so we're going with the red, blue, wow, yellow, red, blue. My brain just totally stopped. And I also have white and burnt umber, but I can't wait. I'm gonna make a new swatch chart with the colors. Hi.
5 o'clock,
Yeah. Also, hi.
Hi.
Jeez. Golf game? Shh. Shh. Hush now. Do not speak of such things. Oh, and yeah, Patricia, the Blick store in Utah. I went there when I visited my friend and I bought a bunch of markers and some other fun stuff. It was so cool there. And because I had known about Blick for so long online, seeing everything in person was just awesome. Like I know this stuff. This is online. Sounds silly, but I was excited. Liking your limited palette that includes a rose paint. Oh, like a rose color, yeah. Something that I used to do a lot, Dello, is use a limited palette but with really weird combinations. Like, I'll have an example. I don't know which page it's on. I apologize to those of you who have seen this so many times. Oh, like this is gouache, and that was rose, ultramarine blue, and burnt umber, and white, obviously, and letting like hints of the crazy color show through. And this one was like a cooler gemstone kind of palette. And these ones were experiments as well, but orange and blue. And then this side was like regular colors that I might normally use, except really vibrant, but doing like half of the landscape in one and then the other in the normal palette. And then these ones were really crazy. The camera can barely tell what's going on in these. This one isn't so bad, but it's basically just phthalo green and ultramarine blue and yellow. And that one is literally just leaf green and rose with white, but when you water down the leaf green, you get like a yellowish color. The camera cannot handle that one. It's like, what is happening? Yeah, so it's really fun to play with those colors, especially if you can like let just a hint of it peek through under a normal palette. I think that's really fun for, I don't know, it just adds this element of fantasy to it almost. Never apologize for showing your sketchbook. I know, but sometimes I feel like I show it too much and people that are around a lot are like, oh, this again. 3-4 hours there. Oh no, I would too. Did you buy way too much stuff or were you good? What is your favorite medium to use? I've seen your oils, which are so well done. Do you have a favorite? Thank you. Yeah, I think watercolor is my favorite, but it's hard to say that because I love painting with oil and gouache and like I've done a lot of mixed media stuff lately, which I really love. But watercolor is the thing that excites me the most, the paint that excites me when I'm doing it, when I'm in the process. The rest of them are very relaxing to me. Like gouache and oil especially are just so relaxing and a lot easier, so I don't have to like worry as much. But with watercolor, I'm always on the edge of my seat, and I'm always like fascinated by what's happening. So I think that's why my brain goes that way when I'm thinking about what my favorite is, because it's exciting and it's unpredictable. You can only control it to an extent, and I love the fact that it encourages me to be very experimental and really play with the limits of it. Is that a too long of an answer? Is that confusing? But you can probably just tell I love all of them. It's hard to choose a favorite. It's just, yeah. I love painting in general. But I have my favorites for different types of seats. I just read the chat and I said the word I read. I have different favorite for different types of scenes and different types of paintings. Like, I don't know. For clouds and skies, I love watercolor. For if I want, but like I can do such different things with oil. So oil is really fun I love it for water and mountain scenes. I don't know. I like all of it. Such a hard question. On the edge of your seat. Fantastic quote. Is it? But you know what I mean? If you've done watercolor, you get it, right? Six canvases and 6 nights. Wow. With oil? You got a few things so they didn't think you were being weird for being there for so long. Excuse me. Yeah, I've done that plenty of times at art stores, and I think they must know. Especially if I go in for one thing, I know where it is, I pick it up, and then I'm like, ooh, and I get distracted and I start wandering around. I mean, they must be used to that. Every artist does that. Unless you're in a hurry for some reason, then of course you just like move on. Acrylics with a gloss medium. Ooh, I really like doing certain things with acrylic as well. I don't do it as often anymore. But it can be really useful, the fact that it dries so quickly. If I'm doing something with a lot of layers, maybe like actually most of my fantasy character commissions I do with acrylic. It's great for doing many layers quickly because it dries so fast. And you, like, if you're building up the depth of a character, you can, you have time to change things. If you put something down and you hate it, just like sweep it away with water and then you're good. But otherwise you just keep building it up and it's brilliant for that. Back to the rocks. All right, sounds good. Have a good day. I'll probably be leaving in about 15 minutes-ish. So we can go pick up the car, and then I'll be back on Sunday for the paint along. So there's extra stream this week, and it'll be here on YouTube starting about now on Sunday, because we're gonna start with a warm up so we can get out the cobwebs before we do the paint along. And I still have to choose what scene we're gonna be painting, but it's gonna be fun. It's always fun. And that's the paint along, so you can join me, paint with me, ask questions. I think the water edge needs a actual shadow. All right. It's pretty much ready, I would say. There's always more I could do. I think I need a little more grass. Hi, Vader. What's she doing? Vader's hunting something in my office. Should I be worried? What are you doing? He's being creepy. He's slinking around. What's it? What is it? Yeah? I know, baby. He came running in and he's staring at the floor intently, like something is under the floor. Should I be worried? Always be worried, I know. Huh. Man, I wish I had an even smaller brush than this. Okay, let's see. Does this one... How much does this one hold? It's actually pretty decent. Well, he's gone now, so I guess it was a false alarm. But still. Yes, Corvulus! It'll be fun. I think I'm just gonna use my sketchbook for the paint along on Sunday. I mean, even in a small space, we can get quite a bit of detail, and it means that it won't be so overwhelming. He's actually a scaredy cat, yeah. He's like, oh wait, I'm scared of things. Ah. I think I'm gonna do just like a hint of one more rock under the water right here. It always dries differently, so yeah, pretty much done, guys. So if anyone has any questions, let me know before I leave. They will be back Sunday. Hopefully I'll see you guys. Otherwise, I hope you have a really good weekend. Relax. And that's that. You'll be here? Yay! I'm looking forward to it. I don't know how many times, if any, I've done a Sunday stream, so it's always fun to change it up a bit, and I'm looking forward to it. You want food, what should you get? Pizza. Ooh, oh my gosh, Kira, you just gave me such a good idea. Since we're going to pick up the car at the mechanics on the way home, I want to get a chippy. Oh my gosh. All right. We're gonna call this one done. So do you guys want to see a close-up of the craziness? So you look at something from afar and you're like, oh, it looks like a scene, and then you look at it up close. Although it still kind of looks like stuff, it's much crazier up close. Hi, Troop. Yes, the paint along is this Sunday. It's gonna be gouache. Oh wait, we didn't do the most important thing of the entire painting, guys. The the tape peel. What was I thinking? Oh god. Okay. Oh my gosh, that is so satisfying. I love it. You'll definitely be at the paint along. Oh yay! Yeah, it's I posted it on Twitter a couple times, and I think people just get a little confused because this time it's gonna be on here on YouTube, so Yeah. So good. Oh, I love it. Yep, same time as usual. We'll start at 5 for warm-up. There we go. There's our finished little river creek bed scene. And then this is what we did earlier. The little forest pathway. Sunny forest pathway. So I think we're gonna call it. Thanks, guys. So I will see you guys either on Sunday, or if not, then I'm streaming on Monday over on Twitch. It's my normal Twitch stream. It's a long stream, so 6 hours. And then I'm actually not streaming next Friday. I have to stream on Thursday next week because we're going to the art fair we leave on Friday. So just remember Monday and Thursday next week. But yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys at the paint along. So I guess for now, I'm just going to put my end screen on. Thanks for hanging out, you guys. I'll see you next time.